Good evening, fellow Nigerians. My name is Ikenna Steve Nweke. I am from Okosu village in Amozare, in Isalambada local government area of Imo State. I'm a PhD student and a teaching assistant at the University of Tsukuba in Ibaraki Prefecture in Japan. Here is my story. On the 19th of June 2020, as I was coming back from the university at around 7 p.m., I wanted to buy kebab for my wife. When I approached the shop around the Tsukuba Center, I saw a wallet, a huge purse, and I picked it up. When I opened it, it contained a huge sum of money, credit card and other valuables. What I did immediately was to start thinking about the owner of the money. I was sure the owner was looking for the money. I was sure the owner was heartbroken. Then I took the money to the police station. On getting to the police station, the police officer asked me why I did not take the money. I told him I was raised by a decent family and that my faith as a Christian forbade me from taking anything. Then I handed over everything to him. He took my information and everything about me, and then told me about my rights as somebody who had found something that was missing. He told me that I was entitled to 10% of the money, and that if the owner of the money didn't come to pick the money after 3 months, that the whole money would be mine. Both offers were rejected by me. I rejected those offers because I'm a Christian. I rejected those offers because I was raised by a very decent family. I rejected both offers because I am a Nigerian. In Nigeria, we are a people that are selfless, known for dedication, known for honesty, known for good virtues. So when I rejected both offers, they took everything about me and I went home. 3 days later, the owner of the money called me and appreciated me. He had been calling me, he even called me 2 days ago, and probably I'm sure I will have a time to spend with him in the future. Now, the police after some days sent me a letter appreciating me for my kind-hearted gesture. Here is a message for every Nigerian. We are a people that should maintain, protect the image and the integrity of our nation, wherever we are, especially those in diaspora. We are the Nigeria that people know. When we do something bad abroad, it reflects on the image of the nation. And here is a message for non-Nigerians who think that every Nigerian is a criminal. That is not true. Nigeria is a country of about 200 million people. 200 million wonderful people. There are some criminal elements in Nigeria, I must admit, and these criminal elements are also found in every part of the world. These criminal elements in Nigeria are just a tiny fraction. They do not represent who we are, they do not speak for us, and they are not a true reflection of who Nigerians are. Thank you very much.
So guys, this story has been trending on social media about this PhD student who is a Nigerian. His name is Ikenna and he lives in Japan, that found a wallet with a huge sum of money, credit card, and he returned everything. Even the 10% that belongs to him according to the laws of that country, he's also rejected it. And a lot of people have been congratulating him. Even President Buhari issued a statement saying that he's a very honest Nigeria and how this is the Nigerian that we should reflect and show all over. He sent him one greeting, commendation for returning the missing wallet. And I must say that this is as to some people it might be like something really strange, but to us who are Nigerian, we know that this happens quite frequently in Nigeria and outside Nigeria. But unfortunately, as we know, the stories like this don't really make it. You will not see CNN carry it. You will not see, the big social media or even, the foreign newspaper or the foreign news media carry it because they don't sell. And even here on YouTube, stories like this, I'm pretty sure I can tell you that people will not watch it because it's not sensational enough. The thing about what people put out there is that, it's all about the views. It's all about people who are going to be interested. Media is all about catching people's attention, getting sensational stories out there that will attract people. And unfortunately, because of the very tiny percentage of Nigerians who have really rubbished the image of Nigeria abroad, people like this, my Igbo brother Ikenna, their stories may never been heard, or their stories will never be heard in so many quarters, because people that should push the story will not push it. They won't put it out there. And because even people like you that are watching or listening will not want to hear this because it's not sensational enough. And now he said something in his speech there. He said, as Nigerians, that Nigeria have a tiny fraction of fraudster, it is not a representation of who Nigeria is. And that is very, very correct. It's a country of about 200 million people. And you have 0.1% of people who do this fraud. But because they are so sensationalized, they are out there. And because also we don't help ourselves. Because there are fraudsters from every part of the world. Nobody glorifies crime. Nobody glorifies fraud. But the problem is that Nigerian fraudsters are too loud. They are out there in the social media living a life that we know that they didn't work for. And that's how they keep getting caught. You know, the other day I saw a story whereby the FBI caught about 70 people, and out of those 70 people, they had Asians there, they had people from other races there, but it's only 6 Nigerians. The only 6 Nigerians there were the ones that were paraded, because they liked to project Nigeria as this very fraudulent country where there is crime. The biggest crimes that happen in this world happen in Wall Street, which is in America, but they never talk about it. They like to, you know, pick Nigeria as the center of crime in this world. So like this our brother said here, Ikenna, God bless you, God bless you, God bless you. I cannot even thank you enough. You are your father, your parents who raised you will be very, very proud of raising somebody who has such moral integrity, is honest. As a Christian, you reflected the true value of a Christian. You are not greedy. And you know, even though they offered you the 10% that legally belongs to you according to the laws of that country, you still rejected it. Oh my God. If only we can have, you know, like 1,000 of people like you who are on social media there teaching integrity to Nigerian youngsters, teaching them the value of honest living, the value of hard work, the value of not living a life of crime, all because they are struggling and the country is not good and there are no jobs, but teaching them that, you know, Rome was not built in a day. Start somewhere. Gradually, with time, you know, you will make it. And know that you are not a millionaire, Ikenna. You are not a millionaire, but you are not greedy because of the values that your parents instilled in you and because of your Christian upbringing. Some greedy people will always, you know, every crime that happens, if they talk about fraud, they will be fighting you online. They will tell you, they will justify it and say, oh, it's because they are poor. It's because, no, there is no justification for crime, like I always say on this platform. If you are a criminal, you are greedy. Because you cannot tell me that some of these crooks that keep giving Nigeria a bad image abroad, that they've stolen once, they stole it twice, they continue because they want to live a certain kind of lifestyle just to oppress other people. And that's why you see the problem is that these are the ones that the youths are now, they idolize them on social media. They say, oh, they are not the problem of Nigeria. Why are you talking about this person? Hush Puppy is not the problem of Nigeria. Monfire is not the problem of Nigeria. But you cannot criticize the government for being corrupt, and yet you glorify people who are well-known fraudster, or people who have, you know, their source of livelihood is, you cannot point to it. You don't know what they do, yet they live this lifestyle that you know that they cannot afford without putting their hands in some dirty, shady business. So we need to put this message out there. It is very, very important as Nigeria for us as well to let the world know, because once you mention Nigeria, you see some people will actually cringe. Even within Africa, we are not talking about Europeans alone. We are not talking about Americans alone. Fellow African country will tell you Nigeria, you know. But it's not everybody that is a Nigerian that is a crook, that is a criminal. I am not a criminal, I'm a Nigerian. And I criticize people who do fraud. I criticize people who are criminal, who have criminal tendency. And I know millions of Nigerians are like that. So we need to put this narrative out there. Let the world know that Nigeria is not a country of people who are criminals. It is only a very tiny percentage. And crime happens everywhere in the world. And where we see something that is good like this, a man of integrity, a man of honesty, who is upright, then we also need to showcase it to the world that yes, they are honest Nigeria. There are millions of hardworking, honest Nigeria. It's just that they are not on social media. Nobody talks about them because their story is not sensation. It's not loud. It's not something that will attract views. It's not something that will attract people to listen to them. But also, their stories are very, very important out there. You will not believe the number of people that are abusing this man on social media now, saying, you too, why didn't you take the money they give you? Hey, how can you return money? Some people have poverty mentality. You don't know how God has sent someone to bless you now. God is giving you free money. You didn't take it. But integrity, money cannot buy it. So we celebrate you, sir. Thank you very much for being a shining light in this darkness that has engulfed our nation, Nigeria. We know that there are millions of us out there who are not criminals and will continue to share that light no matter how they try to paint us as a country of devils who are only fraudulent and all they do is fraud. We know that fraud happens everywhere in the world, and Nigeria is not a country of fraudsters. We have millions and billions of Nigerians all over the world that live a honest life, and they represent their country 100%. So, just sharing you this story for you guys who haven't seen it. We thank this Igbo brother, and we ask that God will bless him. He will finish his PhD, and hopefully they will make him a minister, because people like this, we need them in position of authority, because you know he's an upright person, he's an honest person. But sadly, in Nigeria, these ones, it will be difficult. But anyway, we celebrate you, sir. Thank you very much for all that you do to reflect our country positively in the diaspora. Just gonna leave it here with you guys today. Thanks for watching. I'll speak to you in my next one. Please subscribe if you've not yet done so, and I'll share my next story with you. Thanks for watching. I love you. Bye bye.